Prince William and King Charles are reportedly no longer answering Prince Harry's phone calls, and according to recent reports, neither of them has any interest in speaking with him at this point. That development has caught many people off guard, because not long ago, several reports suggested that King Charles was quietly trying to repair the relationship with Harry and bring the family closer together behind closed doors. Now, however, the situation appears to have taken a very different turn, with those hopes of reconciliation seemingly fading as the latest reports paint a picture of communication breaking down even further.
Charles is not the pushover that the press seems to think he is and that they're trying to present him as being. He has not been taking his son's calls for some time now. He will not be exploited by his son.
Harry has tried to make contact repeatedly, but William won't take his calls. He is not minded to a reconciliation at all.
So, what has Prince William so incredibly angry? What is the alleged strategy that Harry and Meghan are reportedly using when it comes to an aging and unwell King Charles? And what demands has the king supposedly made before he would even think about allowing them back into the royal fold? We are breaking down every detail in this video, so make sure you stay with us until the very end. According to recent reports, only a few days ago, Harry and Meghan were said to be getting ready for a trip to the United Kingdom with their children. The last time Meghan was seen in Britain was back in 2022, when she attended Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. Now, after 4 years away, reports claimed she was finally prepared to return. Many royal commentators believe the timing was far from random. With their public image reportedly losing momentum and their commercial ventures struggling to make the impact they had hoped for, being seen closer to the royal family may have been viewed as the one opportunity that could help restore attention and change the direction of their fortunes.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are preparing to return to the United Kingdom for their first joint visit in 4 years.
Harry and Meghan are expected to bring their children despite previously refusing to visit Britain as a family due to security concerns.
That was reportedly the original plan, but everything is said to have changed once Harry was denied taxpayer-funded security during his visits to the United Kingdom. As many of you already know, Meghan has previously maintained that she does not feel comfortable traveling to Britain without what she considers adequate security arrangements. Because of that, the proposed trip now appears to be in serious doubt. Whether Meghan will actually travel to the UK remains uncertain, and several factors could ultimately prevent the visit from happening, including the points that royal author Tom Bower discussed and that we covered in our previous video.
On his own, because he's got stuff to do for Invictus, but part of this visit was actually going to visit the final resting place of Princess Diana. And what a beautiful thing that would be for the young kids particularly, to go and have some understanding of where their grandmother is now and who she was and all of that. But as I say, big question mark about whether it's happening.
At this stage, some reports suggest Harry may have reached out to both Prince William and King Charles in the hope of getting support or guidance. However, the biggest obstacle appears to be William's position. According to those reports, he has no interest in meeting his younger brother, and it is even claimed that when Harry attempts to contact him by phone, William chooses not to respond. Those close to the situation say William believes Harry went far beyond what could be forgiven, and in his mind, the damage cannot simply...
Because he's been denied his royal security protection. Now, he seems to have assumed he was going to get this. Of course, has been a battle now that's going on for many years. He's repeatedly said he will not return to the UK with Meghan and the children unless he has the full level of royal security. Now, he's been denied that yet again.
What has surprised many people even more is that the reports are no longer focused only on Prince William. King Charles, who had often been portrayed as the driving force behind possible peace talks, is now also said to be refusing Harry's phone calls. That has caught plenty of royal watchers off guard, because recent headlines had painted a very different picture, with claims that the king was exploring ways to rebuild the relationship, and had even been making arrangements for Harry and his family if they returned to Britain. The latest reports, however, seem to tell a completely different story. If those claims are accurate, Charles' reported decision not to answer Harry's calls suggests he may be trying to avoid being drawn into emotional conversations or difficult discussions with his younger son, despite the widespread speculation that
understood that William has made his feelings about any reconciliation clear to his father. William is known to hold a grudge, and more than that, he cannot forgive his brother for what Harry has put his family through.
Even though King Charles and Prince William are said to disagree on certain aspects of how to handle the family situation, reports suggest they remain united on one important goal, which is protecting the monarchy above everything else.
That's very good to hear, that it's not just William who is rejecting Harry's phone calls, it's also Charles who is doing so. You're also, of course, completely right to point out that it's Harry who has massively capitulated here. Nothing has changed in terms of the security arrangements or the offer to stay at royal palaces. Those offers have existed previously. So Harry is the one who, in Tom Bower's words,
Prince William, however, is reportedly taking a completely different approach. According to those close to the situation, the trust he once placed in his younger brother has been broken, and he believes that attempting to repair the relationship right now could ultimately damage both the monarchy and the traditions that have guided the institution for generations. From his reported point of view, reopening the door to reconciliation before that trust is restored would create more problems than it would solve. Because of that, several reports claim William has settled on what he believes is the most effective way to deal with the situation, which is simply to keep his distance from Harry altogether and avoid direct contact for the foreseeable future.
No individual in this country is permitted to pay for security. That includes the king. So how all of a sudden is Charles paying for Harry's security? He's not paying for Harry's security. Harry's security is being paid for under the standard arrangements that were in place when he left.
Even if Prince William's anger eventually begins to ease, many believe the biggest obstacle would still be trust. That, more than anything else, appears to be the issue standing in the way. According to royal commentators, William has reached a point where he no longer feels he can trust Harry, regardless of the circumstances or the promises that might be made. Once trust has been broken on that level, rebuilding it is never simple. Despite all of that, reports suggest Harry still wants his children to have a meaningful connection with Britain. He reportedly hopes they will understand their family heritage, learn about the place their father grew up, and become familiar with their royal roots. It is also said that Harry knows his children have heard countless stories about their late grandmother, Princess Diana, and he wants them to meet members of the Spencer family, while also spending time with King Charles. Still, many critics cannot help but ask one obvious question. If those family connections were so important, why was there so little effort to maintain them over the past several years? Those roots were always there, and some believe they only became a priority once other opportunities began to disappear. That brings us to the question everyone continues to ask. If Harry and his family eventually travel to the United Kingdom, could a meeting with King Charles still happen? The possibility has certainly not been ruled out, but if such a meeting does take place, reports suggest it would almost certainly be short, carefully managed, and completely private. There would likely be no photographers, no television cameras, and no members of the press waiting outside. Instead, it would simply be a quiet meeting between a father and his son, held under strict conditions.
Charles is said to be clearing his schedule to see grandchildren Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, whom he has not seen in 4 years.
Essence, that reads to me like he's almost using the grandkids as ammunition. Presumably the King and Queen Camilla desperately want to spend time with their grandkids, but now, unless this is overturned, the word is Harry will not end.
According to recent reports, this unexpected shift in circumstances has also forced Meghan to reconsider her wider business plans. Commentators claim that her commercial ventures have yet to gain the momentum many expected, and a visit to the United Kingdom was seen by some as a potential opportunity to generate fresh attention and rebuild interest around her brand. Those same reports, however, allege that King Charles made it clear the trip was not to be used for any commercial purpose. It has even been claimed that there would be no promotion or sale of Meghan's jam products or any other business-related items during the visit. If those reports are accurate, that would leave her original strategy facing a significant setback, with many speculating that she is now reassessing her next move, as those plans appear to be losing momentum.
With new reports that Prince William is fuming over the fact that King Charles is, in his view, bending over backwards for the duplicitous duo, who says the UK visit next month is a source of deep frustration for Wills, and he's very annoyed about it. Prince William will not see Prince Harry and Meghan Markle when they return to the United Kingdom next month, Nickel report. According to a well-placed source, William believes his brother crossed a line in both his 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey and his autobiography Spare, in which he shared, among other things, intimate details about his and Meghan's relationship with Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales.
Is a meeting, and there is a lot of speculation as to whether there will be a meeting or not, and it's quite possible there won't be a meeting, but it is also equally possible that there will be a meeting. And
But
Charles,
your point is, don't take a meeting as a suggestion that Charles has completely capitulated to Harry, because
That's
you're
right.
saying indeed he has not.
It's not a commercial trip at all, so there'll be no selling of jam and no keynote speeches from Harry during this trip. So those are the rules, so no shenanigans.
For the time being, it appears there will be no room for unnecessary drama or unexpected surprises. According to the reports and commentary surrounding the situation, King Charles is not backing away from his position, and Prince William is showing no indication that he is ready to change his stance either. As things currently stand, the priority seems to be handling Harry's situation carefully, while ensuring the monarchy remains protected above all else. At this stage, personal emotions and family relationships are reportedly taking a secondary role, with preserving the stability and reputation of the institution remaining the primary objective. But now we want to hear from you. Do you believe Harry is genuinely remorseful and sincerely trying to rebuild his relationship with the royal family? Or do you think this is simply another attempt to remain in the public spotlight? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like,